So, welcome. Thank you for joining. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is the first time you've ever come across my page, thank you for clicking and coming to join. If this is not your first time joining me, thank you for coming back. I'd like to thank you for already subscribed, but if you haven't, do so. Subscribe now, right now. Click that subscription button and then tap that notification bell and you'll know every time I go live. So we're going to be doing a starseed energy and Clair tarot reading this morning. Man, that freaking the energies from that lunar event just this past weekend is still freaking insane. Insane. Good morning, guys. Good. Chris says those YouTube comments on fire yesterday, right? She said, "You doing too much, girl. Boo-boo, you're not doing enough. That's the problem. That's the problem. You can't come to my house, tell me I'm doing too much when you're not doing nothing." All right. So this first card is going to be a message from the collective higher selves of the starseeds. Collective higher self of the starseeds. So if y'all don't know what a starseed is, you know, you've been seeded by a star, people. They are humans that possess a much greater ratio of celestial coding within their personal morphogenetic template. They have a tendency to have quite a few characteristics. I made a video for this. I don't think I ever posted it. I think I edited it and then I totally forgot and just shut the whole app down. I have to go back and find it. So this is a message from our higher selves. We're here on Earth for a very specific reason, okay? A lot of the gateways that were shut for thousands of years, those stargates were opened up. They were fired up in 2012. And around 2017, they were shut back down. But what's gone on over the past few months is that there is a large amount of energy. It's like a black matter type of energy that was approaching. I don't know if NASA has picked up on this, but this is something I've been very aware of for a few months now. And the presence of this, I don't know how to explain it, is kind of like a formless pre-matter species. Let that soak in. It's a species. It's a race of being. They're formless and pre-matter right now. As they're approaching the density of Earth, their high frequency is actually affecting the stargates again. And so a lot of the things that normally wouldn't happen because the stargates should have closed down in 2017, closed again, they're reopening. And a lot of things are going on. The Jehovian seals are going active. The Templar seals, all of those seals were again flaring up and restricting the amount of energy flowing through our systems. As starseeds, we are naturally very high frequency, and it's causing our frequency to drop. Okay, we're struggling a little bit more, especially with this lunar event that just happened. A lot of that purgative energy, man. Ooh, shoot, look at that. Empress of the Pearl. Like, whoa. I mean, pearls, they remind me of the moon. We're sitting naked in our truth right now, not really wanting to look at or even acknowledge what's going on. You know, look at what's in her hand. That's a lotus. Lotus flower. Where does the lotus grow? In the mud. A lot of us are struggling really, really badly right now. Like really, really, really badly. It's this internal struggle. It's like there's a part of us that's awoken enough to fight being a participant in the very paradigm we came here to dismantle. But at the same time, it's like we feel buried in mud and we feel like we're drowning, because that's what the lotus grows in. And what beauty does that lotus possess, especially considering the environment that it thrives within? We thrive in this environment. Let that sink in. We're in our element. When they try and bury and drown us, we are in our element. Those are the very components that we need to thrive, to blossom. But we do need to acknowledge this, okay? We are already naked in our truth. Absolutely. And look, despite being naked in her truth, she has a beautiful adornment. Well, the funny thing is, that's not just an adornment. That's a protective breastplate. That is what high priestesses wear. So we are protected. The central chakra line is protected. Down to her root, she's protected. And these up here for a starseed, the high heart, throat, crown, third eye, especially the Christ chakra, the ninth chakra, all of those are super fired up. And those don't need as much protection. But that species coming in, we got to be careful about our ninth chakra, okay? That's susceptible to that species. Let's go ahead and get a few clarifier cards for starseeds. Hi, Ebony. Robin's struggling with finding what path to follow. Oh, yes, and be aware of mimics. Absolutely. Oh, this is the bottom card. I was about to shuffle, and my higher self says, wait, look at the bottom. Now I'm saying, warriors, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Look at that. I mean, tell me that doesn't look like a galactic warrior. To me, it does. I'm just saying. We're being balanced right now. We're getting rid of the very things that don't serve us. Friendships, relationships included. There is a lot of talk, much to my discomfort. There's a lot of talk about reunification of twin unions. That doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship in real life with a twin, but the energies are coming back together. If you don't know who your twin is, you guys have never interacted, I guarantee I have such a strong feeling that energetically you two are finding each other again. Energetically speaking, you're going to reconnect so you can do on an energetic level, at the very least, on an energetic level, the very things that you promised to do here in this life as a starseed. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Pillars of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yep. Notice how this looks like she's shielded. Okay. We are, in fact, shielded, heavily shielded. And it's a matter of what will we allow in? What are we going to allow into the depths of who we are? Because if you look here, it's like the depth of you is being shown. You're asked to, once again, remember, you are not just surface level. You are not just love and light existing in a bubble. I mean, that notion is just fucking ridiculous to me to begin with. You are not just this. There's so much beneath the surface, and beneath that is the ocean of your heart, and you have a direct connection to that. You're more than just a bubble of love and light. Okay, that's controlled opposition. If I'm going to be real right now, the whole notion of love and light, it is controlled opposition. Okay, it forces you to exist in only one state. If you exist in nothing but light, you become light blind. If you don't allow yourself to acknowledge darkness, to feel darkness around you, not be consumed, but allow it to be around you. It does not consume you if you don't allow it. Because if you're made of light, darkness can't consume you. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. But if you're light and you're in nothing but light, you become light blind. Try being outside for an hour where it's really, really sunny, and then go in the house. See if you can see anything. No, you're light blind. Oh, shit. Okay, hello. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Yeah. Okay, look at that. You got a whole mother freaking team. Even Buddha showed up. What? Look at that. Buddha showed up to the party. Oh my God. And you know, if you really, really think on this, all these ascended masters are coming out and are like, we got you, boo, we got you. Because look at this. Okay, he's going to trip you out. Okay, where are you headed? You're headed up to that ascended master status. And guess what? God is there, and there, the entirety of the Melchizedek energy, that blue energy that houses the line of Michael, Archangel Michael, is there. You're rising. You're rising from the deep of your heart's ocean. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay? Okay. So, one more card. Let's see. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So you can't just keep rising, okay? If you're like, okay, I gotta keep rising. Well, also have to remember you're grounded in this life. You still are very much human with human concerns, human obligations. You know, this is the totality of your journey. Grounding yourself in this life while recognizing you still have a need to rise, allowing yourself to rise and reconnect with that divine counsel that's here in support of you. Damn! I'm just saying. Because this is a starseed reading, I'm going to go ahead and bring out my galactic deck. Let's see what the galactic deck has to say to us. Whew, I'm feeling this. And I don't know, maybe you guys need to come back when the video is done and look at the graphic that I chose. I was just like, damn, what the hell? Because that was the very first image that I saw. I was looking for a graphic that resonated with what the energy kind of is leading me to feel before I even read for you guys. And it's hey, she's warrior. She's ready. Headgear on, eyes covered. When we do our spiritual warfare, when we defend on behalf of those who cannot defend themselves, energetically speaking, we don't need these eyes. The human eyes do nothing but confuse. If you're familiar with the energetic work that I do, you notice most of the time, like 99% of the time, my eyes are closed. I don't need these eyes to confuse this eye. Just saying. I'm just saying. So let's see what's going on with our galactic self. Almost done, guys. One more shuffle. All right, let's see. Oh, shit. Number 50, 5 for change, 0 for point of origination. We're changing, returning back to the point of origination. We no longer need to feel that abandonment. Being here on Earth, starseeds in particular absolutely feel abandoned. Abandoned by creation, abandoned by any group we try and become a part of because we are so painfully aware we are not part of any one group. We just aren't. And that is because we belong to all groups. We're here as kind of that space in between each circle. And so you no longer have to feel abandoned. Return back to your heart space. Notice how it's green. That talks about the heart space. Notice how it's headed towards the 9th chakra. Returning to that Christ consciousness from the heart. Okay, this is a message. Some of us are struggling with this. Now is not the time to focus on that internal struggle. Now is the time to use that internal struggle as the very fuel that takes you on a road directly back to your Christ consciousness. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, 3. Y'all, this is just all like it dies together. It blows my mind. The number 3, divine completion to me, that's the solid foundation. Because if you have 4 legs on a chair, that's too many legs. If the ground is not level, you're going to keep rocking. If you only have 2 legs, not enough legs, you're going to topple over. 3, solid foundation, divine completion. This card is about change. It talks about Andromeda. Andromeda is the heartbeat of our universe. It is the heart center. Oh, and look at that. That looks like an arm reaching out, going for that Christ consciousness. Returning that truth back to your Christ consciousness. Notice how it's red and orangey colors, yellows. Those are your lower chakras. We're raising the entirety of who we are. We're not just going to focus on, the heart on up or the third eye on up, because we actually have 15 chakras, 7 primary, 8 morphogenetic, that deal with galactivation, okay? We live in a 15-dimensional time-space matrix. So we have 15 chakras. And what's going on is we're inverting, okay? We're allowing the lower parts of us to rise up and the higher parts to anchor down. And when you do that as a starseed, if you anchor your higher consciousness down into this dimensional plane of existence, you are then pulling up the entire plane of existence higher. And that's how we are helping to save humanity. That's how we're helping people to ascend. Just by simply existing, simply being here, you are helping to save humanity, save yourself. Okay, one more card. Oh, card number 4, confusion. My personal codex, I have my own personal codex that Archangel Michael uses to communicate with me. The numbers sometimes resembles the meaning of numerology. Sometimes it's different. For me, the number 4 is about self. Okay. If the number 8 is about the reunification of self and soul, the reunification of the twins, 4 is half of that. So 4 is the number for self. Now, within myself, I'm confused. Still rooted in Andromeda, okay? Andromeda, the heart. We are still rooted in the heart. And if you look, there are attacks towards your personal power, your heart space. You're going to be going through this week, you're going to be challenged, okay? You're very much going to be attacked for empowering yourself, for existing within your heart space and having compassion for yourself for once. People are so used to you catering to them that when you say, no, I'm going to go ahead and create a healthier boundary and it's going to shift some things, I'm not going to be available to you in that way anymore. They're going to attack that, okay? They don't like that. They definitely don't like that. And look, it's almost like the front foot is being crippled while the back foot is being pulled back, weighted down so you can't step forward. Look at that. From the Christ consciousness, it's like they're trying to yank that back. They don't want that forward movement. They don't. And who is they? The very individuals who are not cognitive of the fact that they are participating in the false king of tyranny mindset, the FKOT. What is the false king of tyranny? It's the antithesis of Christ consciousness. Being a false king of tyranny, being an antithesis of that Christ consciousness of co-creative reunification, that makes it the Antichrist. Dum, dum, dum. Card drop moment. Card drop moment. Yep. That was what I was like, damn, why is the graphic so intense? She looks like she's ready to kick ass. That's why. Christ consciousness is being attacked. This week is a very important week for you to remain centered in your heart, not allow yourself to be pulled from center. Don't allow people to have that much power and authority over you and your journey that they can dictate what kind of day or week you're going to have, that they can skew your perception slightly off from what is true to you. Okay? Don't let them have that kind of power over you. This is a full-on attack on the Christ consciousness. And when I dumped out the cards, I was told to look again. Number 41, bring it into form. What they did here, trying to keep you from walking forward, yeah, no. They need to be behind you. Let them stay behind you. Keep walking forward. When people talk behind your backs, it's because they're behind you. None of your business. Don't mind that. That's bullshit. They're just upset that you're walking forward. And look at that. Every step forward is yet another Fibonacci sequence. It's another set of ripples of that Fibonacci sequence. Steps of ascension with ripples felt by anyone who witnesses it. Card number 41, 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5 equals change. The time right now is 12:11. That's 5. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 plus 1 is 5. 5, 5 reflected. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And if people are telling you that, like, oh, you have ADHD, you have ADD, that's a handicap. You think someone with a regular functioning mind can see all these messages all at once? That's being sent all at once. Do you understand the gravity of the genius needed to be able to process? Oh, shit, 43% at 12:12. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The gravity of the genius needed to process multiple layers of multidimensional information coming in simultaneously. Starseeds, this is what we're capable of. This is our birthright. If you have ADHD, celebrate that shit. That means you are here as a testament to the geniusness of Creator. Oh, you're so welcome, Ebony. You're so welcome. Let's get, yeah, no, I have ADHD. I also struggle with dyslexia at times. I also have sensory integration problems. I believe that I probably, if I got assessed, I've never been assessed, but if I was assessed, I would probably be diagnosed as Asperger's. Probably. I don't really give a shit. I don't care. All of those are labels that do nothing but serve to help me better understand in human terms the gravity of my genius. You know, and that's not said from ego. That's said from an acknowledgement that Creator knew exactly what it was doing when it created me. You know? Just like when Creator created you, Creator knew exactly what it was doing and made you perfectly you. There's no other you in this world. Well, in this world. But we do have, well, I don't want to get into that because then you guys are going to be like, what? Just don't. Don't get me started on that topic. Okay. Yeah. Card number 25, release the dark wound, let love live. What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Release this feeling that you are damaged in some way, that you have all these labels affixed onto you, telling you that how broken you are, how much of a waste of time you are. You're not productive. You're not benefiting society because you have all these labels identifying you as what? Human garbage? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I highly doubt the average human mind could process all of this information simultaneously, just like how I showed you guys. I'm just saying. So release that dark wound. Let it go. 2 plus 5 is 7. Look, 22 watchers, 2 likes. That's 222. Guidance, divine guidance raised up 3 times. 3, solid foundation. You are being guided to a solid foundation of an understanding of self and soul, reunification. Woo-wee! 45% at 12:15. That equals 9, 9. 9 is God code. That is the God number. And I have 20, I got to screenshot this. 27 notifications for one of my windows up. 999. 222. 2442. 66. 6 is the number of love, self-love, that God decided to invert and lessen itself. Fill it with the love of its knowing and set it free to experience life. Individuated. Oh, shit. Let it go, guys. Let it go. You are not wounded. See down to the core of you, down to your bones, and see there is no breakage. There is no damage in any of these bones. You are not broken. You are not damaged. You exist for a reason, and you setting yourself free will create ripples of change that will be felt through all of creation. I'm just saying, that's some deep ass shit. 44 is a good number. That is you and your twin standing side by side, and when you combine, you make 8. So that's a beautiful, beautiful number. Very beautiful for Erica. If you're not ready to reunify with a twin, even just on an energetic level, then you would remain as a 44. So I'm going to pull out one more. I'm told to pull out a couple more clarifier cards and to remind you guys of this. This is just blowing my mind. How it all lines up, okay? It all lines up. You completely line up. This is you now, grounded in this existence, rising up to meet the team that was created to support you in this mission right now. Okay? All of this. Oh, look at how the stars line up. You see how it's a cycle? Okay? Ascended ones came into form to rise back up and return to their ascended state. As long as you stay centered in it. Do you see how it's a cycle? We are completing a cycle. Well, ain't that some ish? Completing a cycle. And honestly, I've never pulled this card out. I didn't even know it was part of the deck. That's some shit right there. That's some shit. And maybe she's no longer acknowledging, no longer ignoring. Maybe she's just feeling bashful at the recognition of the truth of who she is. Maybe that's what it is. Look at her face. Maybe that's not avoidance. Maybe that's not ignoring. Maybe that's feeling bashful. Because she's finally recognizing the beauty of her naked form. That even in her naked truth, the central core of her is still heavily protected, is shielded. I'm saying. That's some shit right there. I'm just saying, you guys. Okay. I'm told 3 more cards, clarifiers. I don't really know why. But I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. We just have to go with it. Let's see what's going on. 3 more cards. Our starseeds need more clarification for this coming week. Okay. Ooh. One more. Cards are like feeling charged up with energy. They're like not shuffling right. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. They stand beside you, okay? Do you see how many pairs of wings this card has? Flanked by eagles, wolves, cougars, elephants. Elephants have the longest memory. Wolves have such loyalty. And look at this lunar event that's been happening. Rising us up back to our ancestral greatness. Like, what? Okay. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Starseeds, it's no longer time to hide. No more hiding it. No more trying to pretend and play human. There's so much more than that limited human form. So much more. Come out of your cave, swim through your waters, and allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be heard. Final card. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Look at her rising up. Look at that. We're going to let go of that shame of being different, that shame we feel so viscerally about not being like everyone else. Because you know what? We're not meant to be like anyone else. We aren't. We are to celebrate the uniqueness of who we are. We are living anomalies, quantum anomalies within a linear quasi-existence. That's what we are. Quantum anomalies in a linear world. They will never understand us. And at times they may try and persecute us. But still we rise. Always. Still we rise. And as people witness this, as they witness the things that are being attempted on you, and you staying in that soft place, that place of compassion for self, that doesn't mean being a doormat. That means choosing to remain soft in such a harsh world. It empowers them. And they too, as witnesses of your freedom, will then one day choose to free themselves. And that is how we save humanity. That is how we rise. That is how we support the children. Y'all, this is such a powerful, powerful reading. Like, I just got to show this again. This is some shit. Oh my God. Rising up to come back down. Rising up to come back down. Ain't that some shit? Oh my God. Mind is blown. I knew this was going to be powerful. Whew. This, you guys, rock out this week. We got this. We got this. Everything in creation is conspiring for us to succeed in every single shape, way, and form. We are supported. Let them challenge you. It's not going to work. All it's going to do is continue to cause you to rise. Share this out, guys. Share this out. Make sure anyone who you feel is a starseed just like you, send them the link for this. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever it is you need to do, do it. My mind is blown. My heart's at peace. I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking dominate my space. My space. I won't dominate anyone else. Just my space. I feel like Clark Kent. Supergirl. Let me take off my glasses. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell. I go live pretty often. I do starseed readings. I do the zodiacs, and I do twin flames. I also do private sessions. So do that. I have said before, I am now at a place in my spiritual journey where I am open to social media stalkers. Only on social media, okay? Find me on Facebook, Emmy Evolving. Find me on Instagram, Emmy Evolving. Do not show up at my door. No, no, no. No. And another no. I have chinelas to spank you with if you show up at my door. We ain't playing that. But you know what? Some of y'all might want to be spanked. My husband will spank you. I'm going to hide in the room. You're not going to see me, so don't show up at the door. Love you guys. Bye.